We are just chatting about the actual plan was to spend free time in the city center because all the other groups will make the stop at landing bridges. Yeah, but I think city center is better for shopping. Okay, so city center to the left, the next, the golden building here, this is our State's Opera House. This is very well known for cool old operas and as well Hamburg Ballet. And the Hamburg Ballet was founded 30 years ago by Neumeier. Neumeier was from New York. He lives here in Hamburg. He's now maybe at the age of 80 years old. So he just passed the job over to our next person. But the ballet is cool. So this is close. Ali didn't want it to believe me. Now he see it. But we have always alternatives, so no problem. The building straight ahead, the brick building, is a tax office. Yes. But I like the building and the architecture. And there is a special elevator inside this building. Man kein Scheiß, Freiheit.
Okay, that's what it is. Yes.
Oh, look how cute.
It's a bike. It's a bike with a head lead.
Yeah, they have a special elevator inside this tax office building. We call it Paternoster. Did you ever heard that? I think it was invented in the States. It's an elevator with open cabins hanging on a chain, going round, 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 never stops, and you have to jump in and out in time in the open cabins. They don't stop. People say today it's very dangerous, but it's fun. And they have such a elevator there.
Wow.
Music hall here to the right, named after the people who donated that building, the shipping company Leith. Leith, you may remember the ship in the museum's port. I pointed it out, it was the Peking, and that was the shipping company of Peking. I've been to some very cool concerts here to the right. Miles Davis, I remember. Branford Marsalis, I remember. So now you know I like jazz. And there was a movie concert, and that was cool. A silent movie from the 1920s, Metropolis, you know that? The Human and Machine. Really cool. And then live music from an orchestra. That was cool. Very cool. But it's okay. We check out another possibility to get into the city center now. Yeah, that was all publishing companies here, the whole area. Springer, to the whole huge complex here to the left was Springer, known for a newspaper. You know. One thing is very special in Hamburg. The city center is not really inhabited. It was redesigned after a Great Fire in 1842, and then it was affected by a huge cholera epidemic, and then they turned many buildings down, and after that, they had the idea to modernize the city, rebuild it, and then they separated everything, like living here, working there, storaging here, administration there, and the like. And that resulted in a very empty city center, busy only during business hours. And now they like to change it, but it's not easy. I mean, imagine how you can convert a department store into apartments or something. But they try it now. They say the people live inside the city center, it's be more attractive. To the right, you can see a little bit of the steeple now. This is the monument church of St. Nicholas, what was destroyed in World War II. And a very special architecture can be found all over the city center, so-called counting houses, houses like this, poor office buildings, like here to the right. After the model of houses in New York. Now, keep your eyes to the right. You can see a little bit more of the steeple. Yeah. It was once the highest building in the world, but only for... It is enough time when we meet at, what is it? 10:20, like 11, or you need 1 hour? What do you think? 11 is okay? Okay. Then the bus try to stay here. If it's not possible, he will come back at 11. I can come with you to go to Town Hall now. It's just straight behind the traffic light to the left. But it's not possible by bus now. He will try it, but I think it's dangerous. If we stuck there, finish. All the shops are right straight. Yes, behind the tents. And on the market square in front of the town hall, which marketplace is then to the left, behind the sandstone building. The first part is a Chamber of Commerce, and the next building is Town Hall. And in front of that we have a huge marketplace. And there are some souvenir shops, and you can have a bun or a beer or a sausage. Oh, beer, yes. Starving is, what is it? More worth than being homesick. Yes, okay. So, we...
See the ship up on top of that pole? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of neat. I can't see. Very top. Oh, up on top of the
Ship
pole.
up there.
Oh.
Sails. You catch the...
It's all town hall, and it's so much decoration. The emperors of the Holy Roman Empire dominations, all in a line, about
Hamburg, Germany. It's not that populated. This is like a shopping center of Hamburg. Food, banks, and the capital. It's the capital.
And there is maybe an extra 20 minutes. I hope we make it. Name is
Spanish.
How's das? All right. Look to the right. How beautiful. Like
the fire line, yeah. There goes our boat.
Gehen jetzt alle? Die haben grün. All right. That was the former town hall here to the right, and that burned down in 1842, and so that was the reason for the new town hall to be built new. Yeah. Narrow streets, we love it. Oh my God. Tell him not to leave the St. Patrick Church. Yeah. But I think he will never forget this experience. And the magic word will be Hamburg St. Patrick.
That'd be horrible. Oh, I love it.
So this part of the city looks a bit more busy. But St. Patrick's Church is right here. I gotta get him.
Don't hurt him. Get in the box.
Get in the bus. Should be here.
Yeah.
Alrighty. All accounted for.
Silence. If it had been 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, we would have got up to that. Really? 35 minutes.
All right. The tide just changed, so now the water is going out again. But while we're passing the next bridges, you can see the actual level, and it might be higher than normally. This is a customs museum to the left. It's free entrance for all kids up to 18 years old. That's very beautiful, and it's all about smuggling. Yeah, no, it's low tide now, but it was much higher than normally. So building all these canals here, we had a little help from Dutch people. They are really professional dealing with water, as their land is located on a very, or maybe below the ground level. So, and then to the left, the Maritime Museum. This is a very nice museum. It shows development of shipping since the last 3,000 years. So, yeah. And right in front of us, as part of Hanseaten, they built a huge shopping mall, a Westfield mall. Wow, they're not used to such huge malls. But they will have a legal land inside, and that will attract many, many people. I think so. And next to that shopping mall, they built a new cruise terminal. And I think that was the idea behind that, to have all the cruise guests here, and then they can do shopping right from ship out into the mall. Give us all your money, bye-bye, see you again. And there is a connection to the to the underground here, to the metro. That's very cool as well. So there's a favorite building. If you look like 11 o'clock now, you see this thing what looks like a radar tower. It's not. It's an apartment, 5 million euro if you like to have it. That's a bargain. Oh dear.
Lovely river.
What's your next stop on the boat trip? Amsterdam. Ooh. So you're gonna see in Amsterdam what you missed in Hamburg, the red light district. Girls sitting behind windows, knitting potholders. In Hamburg we have a closed brothel street. It's called Herbertstraße. And this is only for men, adult men. So there are signs, no entrance for women and underaged men. And then there are girls sitting behind the windows with nice dessous and things like that, and they have some specialties on the menu. Yeah, people are very curious to see that, but but in Amsterdam it's open, so the streets are not closed by fences or something like in Hamburg, so the ladies can walk by and take a look. Yeah, prostitution is legal in Germany, as in Amsterdam or as in Netherlands. So we don't have a problem with that. There is a prostitution law profession. You can be registered at the Chamber of Commerce and at the tax office, but most of the ladies don't name the type of job correctly. They say something like, I'm a dancer, self-employed or something. And all the stuff they use and they need to make the people happy, it can be so get in special, let me say, souvenir shops for adults, with or without battery run, or you know, people are keen about our Christmas market in Germany. And in the nightlife district, they have a special, they call it the most wicked market ever, Santa Poli. And they have striptease shows and the like, and nice decoration. And once I went there, it was a walking tour. I had some American guests, and I told them, oh, look at these handmade dildos. You wanna feel it, touch it? No, they say no. And then I learned a little bit. Talk about it. It was funny. Once we were instructed, it was cruise ships, river cruises, and they get prepared to bring the guests to Hamburg, and then that was so funny. The hotel for the guests was situated in the gay area of Hamburg. very colorful. All over you see the rainbow colors and of the queer scene. And then to leave the hotel and to get on tour, we had to pass some very special gay locations, and one name was Slut. That was really the hardcore part of this area, and they looked for this hotel, and they gave us instructions and told us, don't talk about sex. If you leave now Hamburg by ship, you will pass by my home. That is very funny, and maybe I sit outside and I give you a goodbye. It's very close to Welcome Point, and this is a unique institution all over the world. So all incoming and outgoing ships get a greeting from this Welcome Point. It's a ferry house, it's a huge restaurant, nice service, and there's always a volunteer giving some information about the boat. And you will mention it because they play music. When the ship leaves, they take the flags a little bit down, 2 flags. I think Bahamas as well. Yeah. So maybe there are some marriages on your boat. And so then you pass by and you hear this music. And then you know, this is the area where our guide lives. And it's a nice restaurant, by the way. Yeah, and a very nice location. You see all the ships. Ja, das war gleich hier nicht, aber das ja. And I was born in this part here to the left. This is a little island, Wilhelmsburg, and it's surrounded by the water and by a dike. They enlarged the dike after a heavy storm flood in 1962. And that was the reason that my parents and the kids left this, because we were flooded. Very good. The idea about what all the container ships have to do to get to Hamburg. Leaving the coast, make this way, 3.5 hours to get into town and all the way back. Most of the container ships stay here for about 2 days for all this on and offloading process, and most of the container ships come from China. China is our most important trading partner. Every 3rd container what is handled here is a Chinese container. And the Chinese took a little share on one of 4 container terminals in Hamburg, but it's a share of 24%. But Hamburg made the deal because they like to tighten their relationship with China. Because of course we have some competitors throughout Europe, as there are Rotterdam and Antwerp. Of course, many Chinese ships go to these ports as well. And this is a very beautiful cable stay bridge to the left, or straight. This is beautiful, I like that. 75. Built in 1975. There's a huge discussion currently in Hamburg about what to do with the bridge. On the one hand, it's a landmark, it's beautiful, we love it. On the other hand, it's quite busy up there. It's a little bit old now, but the biggest problem is it's not high enough and only 4 lanes, and that causes traffic jams. And if it's a little bit higher, the higher ships could pass, but this is not possible. So, and then you can go to the water slides, maybe. So I hope that you enjoyed this unusual trip. I wish you a wonderful journey. Goodbye.
Thank you.